Hi, this is Matt DeLucia. I'm a real estate agent for Sotheby's in Connecticut and Massachusetts. I am not there today. I am looking for an apartment in Tuscany, and down below here it's DeLucia. I am in the town of Cortona, which if you've watched the movie Under a Tuscan Sun, you'll recognize this town. I'm going to show you the town, and we're going to go see an apartment that's for sale for 230k euros. The only problem with this beautiful town is it's a little hard to get to unless you have a car. That town down there is where the train drops you off, and then you have to get up here. We're very high, so you have to take a car. There is a bus if you want to do that. I drove, so I was able to get up here to this beautiful town. Let me show you around town and then show you an apartment that I'm considering buying. So while I'm sitting here waiting for my lunch in Cortona, I'm going to go over a few things that I'm looking for in an apartment in Tuscany. First of all, we'll talk my price point. No higher than 250k euro, which means since it's a euro, you have to add 10% for the dollar conversion. You have to add about 10% for all the fees and taxes and things like that. So the place I'm looking at shortly is about 230. So by the time you're done, we're talking probably 250 to 260. Probably can negotiate that price down a little bit, however. Other criteria, the other main one is just ease of getting here. From Rome, I want to be able to get on a train and get someplace very quickly. Cortona is not that kind of place. Cortona takes a long time to get to the train station, which is down in the valley. Then you have to take a car or a bus to get up here. I drove, so it wasn't that bad. But once you're here, it's so charming, it's worth the trouble of getting up here. It seems like when you walk around Cortona, every corner you take is another take your breath away moment. So that's really good. I also want to have really good access to restaurants, some nightlife perhaps, a few tennis courts, shopping obviously, so I can buy things. There's plenty of shops here. Everything's very expensive to buy little trinkets, so you probably have to go outside a little bit to get your groceries. But that's fine. Everything's very walkable. You're walking up and down a lot, so you're going to really get in shape if you live in Cortona. So next will be Arezzo, and that's going to be a completely different town. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my lunch, and I'll show you the apartment next. Here we are in front of the apartment in Cortona. It's a beautiful old ancient street with ancient stones lining the ground and the walls, flowers everywhere. And here's the door behind me. It's a beautiful spot. It's 4 floors, which is very common in Cortona to have all the floors being separated like that. So you have the living room on its own floor, the kitchen on its own floor, the bedroom, and there's an attic that's very cool on the very top floor. It's not being used for anything really. So let's take a look. So the first thing I noticed from the kitchen was that it definitely needed a full renovation. It was not clear from the photos that this was the case, but that's why you need to go in person. However, the view from the kitchen really makes it worthwhile, so not a big deal there. On to the second floor. The second floor is the living room, probably my favorite room in the apartment. It has everything you'd need for a perfect, beautiful looking Tuscan living room. Has the fireplace, the walls, the ceilings, the flooring is beautiful. Needs some TLC, definitely some work on the fireplace, but definitely worthwhile. Maybe another $5,000 for that. On to the bedroom, which is the third floor. The third floor has the full-size bedroom with gorgeous cabinets for a closet, a double window looking out into the street, and its own bathroom with the double window. As long as you don't mind the green tile, pretty much okay as far as maybe just updating
the shower. Now onto the attic. The attic is an interesting room. The realtor set up a ladder so you could look out the skylight, which has a beautiful view on the city. Not sure what I would use this for. Maybe a studio, maybe just an extra bedroom. Well, I hope you enjoyed my tour of Cortona. I definitely fell for its beauty and for the people here. They're amazing. I'm not sure if I want to live here yet, but coming back again for a longer visit is a must. Next, my journey will take me to Arezzo, just south of Florence, then west to Grosseto, then on to Lucca. So follow along and subscribe. Until next time.